Hi, this is Sweet June coming back at you with another video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody is blessed out there. Go ahead and keep wearing your mask. Um, Wash and sanitize your hands. Ante up on the sanitizing measures. This thing ain't playing. This thing ain't no joke out here. So just everybody just take care of yourself. But anyway, I was watching Cynthia G tonight. Um, she's doing a video talking about how this man was saying um, how he was talking about how Latino women wait on their he was praising Latino women. Once again, another black man talking about his preference and what he prefers and why he prefer. They feel the need to go out their way to um, make a point of why they prefer a certain race of women in their efforts to bash and degrade black women, which speaks volumes about their character. But this guy was going on and on about how Latino women like were raised to serve their men and stuff like that, and um, just basically taking a shot at black women, saying how black women don't do that. Once again, I had a marination, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if you guys seen that movie, Waiting to Exhale, because I made a comment in her comment section. I said, "Well, I was a white woman. I was a white woman for black men." And I thought about you guys seen that. I know just about every black woman in America has seen that movie, Waiting to Exhale, when that part where John came in and said that he was leaving her for the white woman. And she said, "Well, I was your white woman for 14 years or something like that. 11 years or something like that." She said, "I was your white woman for 11 years." And then that reminded me, too, of this, my ex's friend's wife this was years ago. She was telling me about I got to talk about this. She was telling me about how my ex had a white woman. She was telling me how he had a white girlfriend, and I said, "Well, I was this white woman for 4 years." So I said it myself too. And so I put that in her comment section. I was a white woman. I cooked. When I was in my relationships, I cooked. You know, the one boyfriend I had, I used to make him breakfast in bed. I waited on them hand and foot, cooked. What they like to eat, and you know, waited on them hand and foot. And I said, they got their nerve. I said, there's a lot of black women that, because that's basically what he was saying. He was basically saying that black women don't cater to their men, and that's not true. It's a lot of black women that cater to their men or have catered to their men. And especially black women in my generation, black women in my generation, I would say 40s and up, black women in my generation, we a lot of black women in my generation have catered to men, to their men. So that's not even true, you know what I'm saying? So um and that's the case for a lot of black women, and I think, like I said, it's just another way of making derogatory or downgrading and putting down black women. And it's a lot of black women that cater to black men, but the problem is that a lot of times when black men get, not saying all black men, but a lot of times when a black man get a good woman, he don't know how to treat her. He don't know how to treat her. He don't have no appreciation when they do have a good black woman that's, in their corner or whatever. And you could be doing all the right things. And you know how they say you a lot of times when you're a woman, you're doing all the right things for the wrong man, or you trying to play wifey for the wrong man. And that's the case a lot of times for a lot of us black women. When we bend over backwards and we doing this and we're doing that, we waiting on them hand and foot, cooking for them and all this kind of stuff. I got a friend that's the same way. She catered to all the men that she was with, and she was a good woman. And they didn't do nothing but treat her like dirt. you know. So I know a lot of black women that are like that, you know. But the problem is a lot of these black men, when they get a good woman, they have no appreciation for her. They don't show her no appreciation. They don't know how to receive a good woman. When a good woman do come along, they don't know how to receive it. They don't know how to treat her. And a lot of them don't even deserve a good woman. To be perfectly honest, is a lot of them that don't deserve a good woman. They don't deserve to have no good woman the way to treat them right and whatever. And like I say, a lot of times when they say things like that, it's a reflection. It's a reflection of them. It's a reflection of them when they say stuff like that. And it's a lot of black women out here um, that are catered to men and do this and that and the other. And for them to say a whole race of women don't do this, don't do A, B, and C, but this other race of women do all of them. It's being stereotypical. They all do this and that and the other. And when it all boils down to, I'm like, well, whatever happened to judging a woman by the content of her character? I mean, whatever happened to judging a woman by who she is as a person? That individual woman, uh, I guess that's too much like right. That's probably too much like right. Judging that woman by her particular character or whatever, instead of judging her by a whole group, or judging her based on some other women that you dealt with that's of the same race that she is. It's ignorance. It's ignorance. At the end of the day, it's ignorance. The thing is, black men are so quick to stereotype and generalize black women, bash black women, and this and that and the other. But then when the shoe is on the other foot, they don't like it. I noticed that. They quick to stereotype black women, bash black women, and generalize. They can do it all day long. Come on YouTube doing videos about it, and all on social media doing it. But then when the shoe is on the other foot, they don't like it. They don't like it when the shoe is on the other foot. When black women flip the script and turn around and do the same thing, and they say black men are this, are not that, or whatever, start comparing other races of men to, um, and I think that was one of the points Cynthia G was making that video too. She was talking about comparing black men to other races. That she was making the point that since they like to always compare us to other races of women, then we need to start comparing them to other races of men. Which I have to beg to differ on that one because I don't know. I tend to think in logical terms. A lot of times I have a tendency to think in logical terms. And I just don't think that you can compare black men to white men, because of, but that's a whole nother video. I'm not going to go into that. That's a whole nother video. But she was she was more or less saying it in terms of tit for tat. That's what her point was. And she was saying it in more or less tit for tat. Oh, since they like to sit up there and compare us to other races of women, we need to start comparing them to other races of men. It's more like a tit for tat kind of thing. Um, but I have a tendency to think more in logical terms. I happen to think that you can't compare black women to white women. You can't compare black men to white men because of our experience in this country as black people. Like I said, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, I mean, when she was talking about that, it just made me think. When I wrote in the comment section, I said, yeah, I said I was a Latina. No, I didn't say white woman. I said I was a Latina. I said I was a Latino to black men. I said I was their Latina. I catered to them, fixed their plate, cook. You know, in other words, giving boyfriends wife benefits. Giving boyfriends. I think I did a video talking about that years ago. I think I did a video. I might revisit that topic. That might be a topic worth revisiting. Giving boyfriends wife benefits. Sitting up here giving boyfriends wife benefits. Doing everything that a wife does without the title, without the ring, without the papers. Doing everything that a wife does. And then when you do that stuff, they don't have no appreciation for it. They still kick you to the curb. They'll still cheat on you. It doesn't matter, and that's because you're doing that. When it all boils down to it, we're I'm gonna say we, because I was guilty of that. We're doing that for the wrong man. If it's the right man, he gonna have the proper appreciation for it. But if you doing all that for the wrong man, you barking up the wrong tree. It's just, he's not gonna have no appreciation for it. And that's the case with a lot of these black men, black women be doing. Like I said in my one video when Umar Johnson was talking about how black women don't ride with. By the way, if you haven't had a chance to check that video out, check it out. When Umar Johnson was talking about how black women don't ride with black men, there's a whole lot of black women that ride with black men. I've seen it time and time again. All the way down to putting money on their books when they in prison. So, yeah. So if you haven't had a chance to check that video out, check it out. But because that's a good one. But yeah. So it's black men kill me with those comments, because everything they saying that these other races of women be doing, it be black women out here that be doing that same thing, and they just don't have no appreciation. And I look at it like this, you don't deserve you don't sit there and bash your own race of women. You don't deserve no good woman of any race. Okay, so let me know what your thoughts are. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. And until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet June.